Simon, a win eventually against Barrow 48-20, but I could say the turning point in that game was Jared Simon getting sent up at half time. How impactful was that, and what did it change the message for you at half time after being 16?
No, it didn't change the message too much, to be honest. But yeah, you're right. That was I think we'd started working back into the game, but obviously that was a game changer. Really, he stays on the field, 13, they're moving the ball well. It could have been a different story, couldn't it? Listen, we've got to enjoy our wins, so that I've not tried my best not to pull the bottom out of it in the change rooms after, but you've got to want to defend and play with the ball as well. You can't do one, not if you want to be any good anyway. And for us, I think that's a couple of weeks running where I don't think we've been at the races defensively. And it's that time of year where it's really hard to work on it properly, because what you need to do is do it properly. But obviously we try and look after lads constantly. And with a small squad, make sure we are fit and we have numbers to select from the weekend. So yeah, disappointing, to be honest. It was great we scored some decent tries. Obviously Lachlan scores a few and saved his mates some embarrassment, to be honest, with a couple of his reads. So there's a bit to be pleased about, but there's a hell of a lot to work on.
Is it slightly concerned that for the second week in a row at Bradford we started quite poorly? Obviously, you'd have worked in training this week, and then we started again really poor in the start of this first half.
Yeah, look, we didn't get the reaction I'd hoped for this week. Aside from getting Bobby back in, and the other two middles that started the game were the same. I think they rolled through us again. I think we need to have a good look at that this week, because I think the effort's there. We're getting in the positions to tackle us, but they're getting up and off the ground quicker than us, and we're not buying a second for our mates to get on side. All these little bits that just they spin the wheel and it's spinning against you, and it's hard to catch you up. Their tries they scored today. If you look back at the couple of rucks leading in, I'll pretty much guarantee you, without looking back on it yet, that we'll have lost the rucks before it, and that's what led to the tries. So yeah, listen, it's disappointing, it's really frustrating, because they've all got it within them. You can't turn up against world champions and hang in if he's not there, but unfortunately the only person that can pull it out is themselves. We can try out different methods of motivating them, threaten them with the drop, but there's not a lot behind them to drop, you know what I mean? It's a tough one. They want to do better. They are hurt by their performances and hurt with the inconsistency, and we're working hard to fix it, but that's all we can do, just keep working hard.
We did win today. There was a response in that second half. We did score some really good points. Lachlan Walmsley scoring, as he does all the time, 4 tries, but Ryan Lannon I thought was tremendous today, and he got some raps from Fleming in there.
Yeah, I agree. Samet does change the game, but I thought Lannon changed the game for us. Came on direct, had a bit in him in defence as well, wanted to defend, which, as I've said, I don't think as a team, as a collective unit, we didn't want to defend for large parts of that game, particularly the start of it. Lannon was really good. There were some bright stuff in between, there always is, but I think there's more to work on than there is to polish.
You made the call of leaving Brandon Moore out this week. Was that forced change, or was it just rotation?
Just decided for how we wanted to play today, not that we cracked it, was that we'd get Tom back in. Tom's missed a couple. If you start missing too many, you'd be rusty when you get in. So there's that in there. And also, Brandon's run his blood to water constantly for us. His effort, absolutely never in question. He's got some areas he needs to tidy up, of course. And being captain obviously doesn't save you from critique and criticism around your game. So he's got a couple of bits to tidy up. But I think last week Adam was really good. I wanted to give him a start of the game, and I thought Tom might be able to come on and give us a bit more speed around the ruck and energy. So that was the thinking behind it. But Brandon's been great for us, and he will be again. So.
Spoke to Dan Fleming before as well. How pleasing did it see him getting more minutes and a try under his belt today as well? Yeah.
I thought he did pretty well today, apart from a couple of lapses around kick-offs where we don't understand that teams can do short ones. Flem were good. They all had bright spots in it, Mike. I thought the second half was obviously way better for obvious reasons, but I think as a collective, although we're celebrating the good bits in Lachlan, Lannon going well, Flem crossing for a try, left a massive hole in ground as well. We've got to look at the stuff we need to work on and actually back our words up with some action around correcting some stuff, because we're saying the same stuff most weeks, and we need to correct it.
The table is starting to take shape in terms of 2 halves now, and we're fully in that mix. How important is it to keep momentum going? We've got a win at Swindon, draw at Bradford, win today. got York away next week. How important is that momentum going forward?
It's obviously important. It's important for everyone, whether you want to hang in or you want to chase the pack, whichever way you look at it. We are running out of time to do what we'd hoped for this year as an internal group anyway, around what we thought our potential was. We're running out of time to catch that, but it is a tight league. Some results I think have probably gone in our favour, if you like, but it's been like every week, every time we've lost, it's gone our favour really, where we haven't capitalised through our own. I think brain explosions has been our key to our season. Like last week, for example, 2 play, 1 dummy half errors, end over end dropping a bomb. Over little bits of bombs, those have really hurt us and been critical to us this year, and when we should have picked up points, other people have continued to pick theirs up, or even drop them at times and kept us in the hunt, which is obviously a massive positive, because we could be out of sight by now if the others had been doing their bit. So yeah, look, we're in it. It's a long old season. There's a lot of teams that are very good this year, have improved greatly, so we shouldn't be quite as expectant as we are at times to be at the top of the table, if you like. You've got to work hard for it and earn it every week, and although we're working hard, I don't think we're working hard enough in certain areas. We need to tidy up.
It is a win coming back home for the first home game in a while. We've got quite a few home games. How important is it to keep that home momentum going, to pick up these wins at home?
I don't care where it is. Well, I don't matter, it's 2 points. Barrow were good today, and they're a lot better team than they were early in the year. They're still finding their feet early on. Today I thought they would. Challengers moved the ball around, and we'll get that again this week against York. And again, repeating myself, if we find that consistency like other teams need to, we'll be right in the mix come the end. But in the short term, we just need to keep building and correcting really, because as I say, we're talking about the same stuff every week here, and it's very frustrating for everyone concerned.